Excuse me, Judge, your 11:30 is here.
But surely public sentiment for the historical nature of the property.
Public sentiment can only make laws eventually.
That's what I tried to tell her. I can tear the place down before she can stop me.
Mr. White, have you done your homework about me? I tend to favor preservationist causes.
Sir, I can stand in front of any judge. I've got the law on my side.
Unfortunately for you, Mr. White is right in this case.
Judge Washington, these children have been uprooted over and over again. Now they finally have two parents who love them.
Mrs. Hobbs, I was a family judge for 26 years. There are some real tragedies out there. If people knew how many, it might not be so easy for them to look the other way.
That's exactly what I told her. Throw a rock out the window and see how many sad stories you hit.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Hobbs. All the goodwill in the world can't change the law.
I understand.
If Mr. White wants to deprive a bunch of children of a house and a family, that's his God-given right.
Obviously, that was not my intent. But sometimes financial considerations preclude.
Of course. Of course. All I can do is forewarn him that it might be less than pleasurable for him to build. Picketing, the bad press.
I'll just have to brave it.
And, of course, the investigation.
What investigation?
Well, Mr. White, surely you realize Mrs. Hobbs will rally citizens against you. She'll file a claim. And since the place really was a Civil War firehouse, we'll be forced to investigate. And while we do so, of course, you won't be able to touch the house. And naturally, if Mrs. Hobbs does raise enough ruckus to classify it as a nationally historic residence, construction will have to cease immediately, even if you're nearly done. Thank you for coming. So, Mrs. Hobbs, how did you even know you had a shot?
First-hand experience. My husband, Franklin, once bought a teardown that was later deemed a historical landmark. He lost his shirt on that deal.
I see. Your husband, he's still in the real estate business?
I'm a widow.
I know what that's like. I'm sorry.
Judge Washington, I have one more request to ask of you.
Thanks, Victor. Oh, there you are.
Judge, thank you so much for everything.
I just spoke with social services. They probably will extend Justin's parole by 6 months, and both teens will have to attend drug counseling and prevention.
Oh, thank God.
But that's not all of it. I mean, you'll still have to go through the process, fill out the paperwork, have them come by, and they'll be keeping their eye on you, as they should. But if they don't find other problems in the household, you should be okay.
What about Max?
Well, that's a bit tougher. I can tell you that social services contacted his mother, but she declined to take him back. Claimed he would be too much of a hardship in her current situation.
Yeah, they don't allow 9-year-olds in bars. What?
However, that doesn't preclude them from recycling him back into the system.
Oh, no.
But if you can promise daily close supervision, I can write a letter of recommendation on your behalf. They know me pretty well over there.
It's fine. We'll be doing that anyway. When he's not at school or with Ramona, he's going to be with me.
Good. And how about you, Mrs. Hobbs? Will you be sticking around? I'm sure they could use an extra hand.
I have to confess, your hot chocolate is better than mine.
That's not such a big confession, Ramona. So,
you said something to me when I first met you, Tony, that this town needed 10 more foster homes like this one, 20. You meant that, right?
well, yes, I did.
Good. Because that's what I want to do. Eventually. I mean, we can work on fixing this one up together, or I can keep renting you this house and find investors to go do it somewhere else. But one way or the other, I am doing it.
Oh, yes! Now, I have to warn you, you're seeing fostering through rose-colored glasses. I mean, not all foster kids are as amazingly well-adjusted and well-behaved as ours, you know. Are you sure this is what you want to do? Spend your life doing?
That is such a strange phrase. Spend your life. As if it were currency we dole out. Like, I want to spend mine watching TV every night.
Exactly. I hate that thing.
We know, Tony.
And when you're done with all that spending, you'll have spent your life on nothing. Or on something worthwhile. Girls, what are you doing still up?
We couldn't sleep.
Well, I can understand that. Hang on a moment.
You think she's gonna give me a teacup?
They're feeling a bit overwhelmed, too. And I'm getting a little too old to take care of them. Good night.
Their names are Lalik, Olivia, and Violet. Love.
How is this supposed to save the house?
Elbows, please. Elbows? No, don't put them up. Keep them down. Don't crunch them to your sides. You know, just hold them naturally. I meant off the table. Max, keep your shoes on.
How'd you know? 'Cause she can smell your feet.
Oh, Crystal, we are polite at the table. No talking about bodily odors. Oh, Justin, try to keep the spoon from touching the sides or the bottom.
Well, then how am I supposed to stir it?
Silently. Very good, Jasmine. Everybody do it just like Jasmine.
Good afternoon. My name is Crystal. Not like the jug. Like bits of ice in nimbus clouds. It also means clear.
What in the world are you doing?
Good afternoon. My name is Crystal.
Not bad.
Oh my goodness, it's time to get ready.
Go get dressed. I can take it from here.
Are you sure?
Yes, go get dressed. Get us Sylvester's. You too. Go! Go!
My name is Crystal. Not like the jug. Like bits of ice in nimbus clouds. It also means clear.
No, thank you, dear.
And this is my sister, Jasmine. Her name is a type of flower or odor. Or
Look at how beautiful the girl.
I'll go check on her odor. I mean order.
Yeah, more people showed up than I realized.
Tuna was artichoke pesto?